What it do, what it do. I want to give a big shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, especially recently. We just hit 1,700 subscribers and just hit 1,000 on Instagram. But we here for a real reason today. Before I continue, shout out all the co-hosts, I'm saying, shout out all the supporters. Shout out to everybody showing love. Shout out to everybody that has ever done an interview with us. But I want to give introduction to music artist Leo2slickwithit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hailing from Victorville, California. But I'll go ahead, boss. You go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Let them know what you do and let them know where you coming from.
I go at Leo2slickwithit, and what's it called? I'm coming from Victorville and all that. And I mostly been like outside of like rapping. Like I've been like more managing people, more doing editing and all that. But I'm thinking about using that experience to actually rap.
Okay, so you would say that you're more on the management and engineering side and you're
Yeah,
becoming and you're jumping into the music artist side. So you feel
yeah,
like you want to take all the skills and all the knowledge that you gave to other artists and use it for your own career.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, okay. And before we get started, I want to say shout out to Terps in the building. I see him. Shout out to NSHSHDB. Let's go, Leo. Tell him who you manage. Actually, that's the first question I'm gonna ask you before we get
Hmm.
down to the second question. The first question is, who do you manage and who have you managed in the past? But before we answer that, I mean, but yeah, before we answer that, after you answer that question, also, if you could tell us about how you got your name and how you got into what you got into. But
All
first,
right.
let's start with who you manage.
What's it called? I manage 760 Creeper. He's also coming he's upcoming and he's actually doing pretty good, to be honest. So I manage everything like his media, his editing, the all like everything in the background. So basically he's just the face of it, and I control the the picture of him and all that and that side.
Okay, bet. And you also, they say you manage Puppet 32. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I mostly give credit for Puppet because I only do it like a few times, but it's mostly just him that he does it. Mostly him.
Okay. Okay, dope. Nah, yeah. So, um, let me go ahead and let's just talk about real quick because I got some questions for you. I got them written down. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. Let me see. Let me look through them real quick because I want to pick a good one. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, actually, that it pertains to the name. So I'm gonna go with the third question because I have 10 of them in order, but I'm gonna go with three, one, two, and then go back in order. And that's a little all over the place, but you'll get it by the time I'm done. So
Yeah.
let's start with exactly what I was gonna ask, but even better how I wrote it down. Your
Hmm?
stage name, Leo2slickwithit.
Yeah, I
It's
got it
catchy,
too.
man. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I got
No,
it. Uh-huh.
it's catchy and memorable. What's the
Mm-hmm.
story behind choosing this name, and how do you think it represents you?
Because I was always like a sneaky child and all that, and always like always like they used to call me, damn, you're very slick with things like that. And then I got with that and I was like, what should I name myself like if I actually want to do this? And I just thought of it. I thought putting my name and what people call me and like what people call me and all that, like because they say I'm slick with things, like I do sneaky things, and I just like that. So that's how I got it.
Okay, facts. Wow. So actually that's pretty dope. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
Next question. I am a father. I want
That's
to shout out
good.
to everybody that's in here. Go check on my daughter. Hopefully she's not
All
destroying
right.
anything.
All right.
All right. Everything checks out. Man, my bad, boss. I just had
Oh,
to
you
make
good, you
sure.
good, don't true.
Now everybody knows me, knows I'm a dad, man, knows I got everything going on, bro. So let me go ahead and get this popping. My next question for I think that's really dope, you know what I'm saying? But let's go with the next question, man. So as a 14-year-old rapper from Victorville, what inspired you to start creating music and how does your hometown influence your sound?
I would say mostly because I saw most of the people that I hanged around with, like when I was growing up and all that, and still like what's it called? Always see them like rap and all that, and I always be like, I'll edit it for you. I'll do this. So I started managing it, and I try to do it. I try to start rapping at first, but I wasn't good at it. So I got the experience, and then my friends were like, "Damn, you know how to rap better and all this. You should try it." I was like, "Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it."
So pretty much what encouraged you was your friends and the people around you, and they felt like you had more to offer than just management, from what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
pretty
Okay,
much.
okay. And I find that you had a great support system from what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Mm-hmm.
really good. That's what I've said a million times in a bunch of the interviews is that if you have a great support system, you will go a long way. You will go far ways. Now, my fourth question for you is actually second because I went 3, 1, 2, but we're gonna go to
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 after. But number 2 on the list, because we skip straight to 3, is you've been managing 760 Creeper while developing your own rap career. What skills have you learned from managing that you're now applying to your own music?
Like and now, cause back then I knew how to. I didn't know how to, work the stuff when I was actually trying to rap. But then when I started doing for my homies and all that, I knew how to like control like the things to make it sound better, and I started to learn how to edit things and how to edit the songs, and I learned how to manage like what's it called, all the songs and all that, and how I could get them famous and all that. So I took all that experience and I'm trying to use it for my own now. Since I helped my homie, he's doing pretty good, pretty good. So I want to try I want to try doing myself too.
Okay, for sure, most definitely. And with your with your own music career, before I ask the next question, like, do you always feel like you've been had it deep inside of you? You just weren't fully confident enough to bring it out yet?
I would say yeah, and I also didn't know like how to work everything out, which I knew kind of rhyme as like when I was doing it, but I just didn't know how to control the system, like the little editing thing, do all that they were doing at the time, and then when I learned how to do it, I was like okay, and then people told me, oh, you could rap now, because I also got it from them. I saw
Mhm.
how they were doing it, and I used that to try to do it myself.
I don't know if they're trolling in here,
Mm.
or not trying to get off subject what you're saying, but at least you figured it out before I read these comments. At least you figured it
Yeah,
out and you put that effort and your best foot forward, because it's like there's some people that just give up, you know what I'm saying? And they
yeah.
don't even try to get past that. But we got Kobe Barnes in here saying my girlfriend just died, dude. But you make me happy. That's
That's
crazy as well. I really hope that that's
funny.
joking
Come on,
because
Lamsa.
no, you're good. You're good, man. Don't worry. I really hope your girlfriend's okay. You're not joking, and if you're
Oh
not
shit.
joking, man, I hope everything's like all right. But
Hell
appreciate
yeah,
you.
though.
Ali, that's a lot to drop on somebody out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, well, he says he's not joking, so I apologize that I don't think
Oh.
that's funny. I apologize. I'm sorry. I hope you're not. I hope you're not. So thank you, boss,
Hmm.
because I really hope you wouldn't put that out there because that's very horrible.
Yeah, that's very horrible. Like I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for that type of thing.
No, you good, boss. He
Hmm.
says it was suicide, and hopefully they're
Oh,
all right. Well, I hope that's my apologies. I pray she's all right. I know there's
me
other
too, though.
trolls, and I already got them out of here. But if you are not a troll, hopefully everything's all right. Because I
Yeah,
send my respects and my condolences.
me too, though, for real.
No, no, you're okay. Like when it was out of nowhere, I seen a couple other trolls, so I didn't know if you were being serious or not. But again, if you're being serious, shout out to you, Kobe Barnes. Nah, if that's what's really going on in your life, man, I don't want to get sidetracked. But that's something that I want to send my respect to, my condolences, because losing anybody to suicide in general, it's a real thing, and mental health is real. So my apologies, boss. And um, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you, bro. Thank you for real. Thank you for subscribing and keep doing your thing. And I hope everything works out for you. If you ever need a shout out, hit us up on Instagram. If you ever need anything, my boy, tap in with us. So actually, this interview is in honor of her. Jokes aside, if that's really what's going on, it's in honor of her, and salute to her, whoever her name is, and may she long live forever. But I'm gonna get back to the interview out of respect for the guest and out of respect for you. I want to say respect to you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Sorry, I get so many trolls, bro. You don't know
Yeah.
who's for real or who's not for real. And you're not wrong, bro. It hit you out of nowhere. Sometimes we get nervous, and that's what it could have been. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad or like you thought that was funny. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So you started rapping for fun, but now you're taking it to the next level. What's driving your passion for
Yeah.
music? And what do you want to achieve in your rap career?
Just try to make something out of myself, because like I always saw everybody doing better than me when I was like a kid, or even till now. Like I saw that my homies were doing it. I was like, I'm proud of them, and I wanted to accomplish something myself too. You know.
But with that said, what are some of the things that you want to accomplish? You know what I'm saying? And they don't gotta be super huge. They can be very small, they can be huge as hell. But what are some of the things you feel like you want from rap?
Mm, just leads to make some sort of income where I could actually, make sure that the people who I still have in my life, make sure they're good and all that. The people that were with me when I was like a kid, or even the ones that are still with me right now, even the ones I just met, the real people like that, you know.
So you feel like you want to inspire people around you, make a living off of it, to where you can take care of your family. You want to be able to use it in a positive manner. But let's get more specific. What are some of the things you feel like, as far as it could be music videos, it could be songs, it could be features, they can be as big as, hey, always want to perform on this stage. Like, what are some things you have set for yourself?
Maybe making a music video one day. Like maybe just making like a music video. Maybe actually starting to like actually get like post my things on all platforms and all that, and just actually try to pursue it and see how it goes, and I hope it goes good. But I
Okay,
make music
okay.
videos mostly.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. If you could make any music video with any artist, who would it be and what would the music video be about?
Stretch. Yeah, he got
Huh?
he got good stretch, a little stretch. He got some good lines and all that. So I would love to work with him one day.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Lil Stretch,
Hmm.
whoever that may be. Where is he coming from?
Adelanto, California.
Okay, okay. Shout out to them. Unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they a part of the area that got affected by the fires?
I don't know if there
Or
was any fires.
or part of it, or somewhere else? Was it Altadena, or I think it was somewhere else? Not too sure.
Mm,
Probably saying
it
that
might have
wrong.
been.
Might have been. I'm probably saying that
Yeah.
wrong, but if not, then either way, uh, I'm praying for all people that was affected by the fires recently and everybody in general on that
Yeah.
matter. So let me see. Let me see. As a young artist, you're constantly learning and growing. What's the best advice you've received so far, and how has it helped you in your approach to music?
Mm, what's it called? Like my friend Creeper told me, like he told me, like if you really want to do this, then go for it. Just never give up, no matter what anybody says. Like you might not be good when you first start, but that's just like getting you more experience to know how to do it better, to make better songs and all that.
Okay, so who would you say inspired you the most?
I would say seeing my friend Puppet do it, like seeing him do it and seeing how good he was doing. And he also gave me like I also got a lot of experience from him of how to rap and all that. He would help me try to rap. He would help me try to rap, and I got better at it.
Okay, okay.
It was a big
So
inspiration.
you would say you're very close to Puppet. Shout out to him, by the way. Go
Yeah.
check out Puppet. He has a live interview with us as well. Shout out to that gentleman out of Casablanca, I believe. Um, so much respect, much respect. Uh, how did you meet Puppet?
I met him off of Creeper. So I met him off of him because they did a feature and all that. And I met him off of there, and we just basically started chatting and all that.
Okay, okay. So how did you meet Creeper? The same way?
No, when I was growing up, his whole little group would always be in the neighborhood and all that. Cause I lived in like in a side of the city that wasn't good, but it also wasn't bad. So I met him off of there, and he took me in when I literally, but I didn't have nobody really much.
So you would say he really looked out for you?
Mm-hmm. He looked out for me. We both struggled together. Like that was my brother for real.
Yeah, shout out to him. I heard his music is baggy, by the way. Save his puppet, save to you, man.
Mhm.
And if you help them do a lot of stuff they've done, then salute to you. Salute
Mhm.
to you. You guys keep your eyes out. You might see a Six Deuce puppet uh feature soon. Who knows? Who knows, man?
Who knows?
And S
Hell yeah.
NSHSHDB says, "Hey, my boy, just keep your head up." 100, 100.
Oh wait,
So
100.
shout out to Creeper. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Smokey HD in the building too.
Yeah.
Again, Kobe Barnes, shout out to him once again. Hey, they are doing stuff. Yo, it's good, good looking. Yes, sir.
Also got a big inspiration from also like what's it called? I used to have these two friends called Alejandro and Angel. They were also trying to be
Okay.
rappers and all that, and I would hear them and all that. But sadly, their career never went up because they both just ended up. That's why they always told me like, we want you to do better than us, because those dudes were stuck in situations that they couldn't get out, and they're like, we want you to do better. We want you to do actually something with your life, unlike us. Which they both just ended up dying though, sadly.
I apologize about that. I really do
Nice,
apologize
good.
about that. And long live to your friends. And keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing, especially for them. Keep doing what you have to
Yeah.
do for them. That's all I can say for you, bro. Is that what you're doing right now is pushing yourself further in your career to help them live on. I've told this to plenty of people that come on here sadly unfortunately lose somebody.
Hmm.
But as long as you guys are doing the best you can, you're doing everything you can do. You're doing everything you can do.
Pretty much.
You know? But I was going through the comments and Kobe Barnes says I also sing a rap. If you want to do me a favor, Kobe Barnes, I'm gonna put up the Instagram for SR Broadcast. If you eventually want a live interview, you want to talk about anything, you want to go ahead and show some love, we'll be right there. It's the best way to contact us. We're on TikTok, we're on everything. You can't miss the blue logo. So, and next, I'm gonna go ahead and if you can, it should look like three dots on your phone, and make sure you tap on the comments. Don't put private chat because private chat's for me and you, and only I'll see it. But if you want to,
Hmm.
please put and comment your Instagram so I can post it on the screen. It'll look like three dots, and then it'll say comment, and then after it says comment, make sure it's not on private chat and on the public.
All right. Okay, on chat.
Huh?
Is it on chat or comment? It's showing
On the comment, not private chat. Private chat is me and you. Go on the comments.
uh how do I actually let me see. I'm trying to see
Does it
how
have
I
three dots on your
yeah, I already tapped
screen?
on the three dots. Yeah.
Does it say comment?
Comments, I tapped on it.
Yeah. What does it say now?
It says join the chat.
Yeah. Join the chat.
All right. Connect.
All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Just go ahead and connect it.
I Okay, sign in. Got it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think I got it. Did I? Oh, there
You
I got
should
it.
have. Yeah, now go ahead and comment
Got
now.
it.
Go ahead and comment the Instagram so people can check you out on Instagram. I want people to follow them, check them out. Are you on all social media platforms or how does it
Not
go?
yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay,
yet.
soon to come. Soon
Mm-mm.
to come. But go
Yeah.
ahead. He's gonna comment his Instagram right now, so you can add him at least on Instagram. Do you have any songs out? Have you made any songs? Before I ask these
Yeah.
next few questions, I would like to talk about your music.
Yeah, I have. There you go. I posted it in the chat.
Okay, there we go. This is his Instagram, y'all. Go screenshot it. Go follow him. Go check it out. Let's get it.
I made one with what's it called? A good friend of mine that what's it called moved, and it's going kind of it's going a little bit viral, but it's not going as viral like as some but like Creeper and all them.
And I will though, bro. Don't worry, bro. This is what I
Mm.
try to tell people. Not everybody blows up right away or
Yeah, right away.
certain crowd because, bro, you got to find your crowd. I tell everybody, find your crowd, bro, and don't ever like. Okay, with me, look, I've learned that with my music, the people that specifically listen to my music, you have to relate because
Hmm.
I'm just giving you an example because I hate to get on the subject of me because we here for you and I tell that's to all guests because that's something I'm still growing and learning as a podcaster, even right? Because mind you, I'm an artist first,
Hmm.
and it'll always be. I'm a part time. Yes, I do it a lot, but I'm a part time podcaster. I do that as a second, um, I guess you could say outlet, a second hobby. You know what I mean? To help other artists, to help other people, to do things like that. And when I've made music, bro, it's like people mess with it. I've had people bump it. I've had people put on the stories. I've had people do what they do. And then there's just I'd be like, damn, how come this only got like 17 views or only 20 views? But you know, I don't necessarily think like that, but you can't think like that is the point. That's why I don't. That's why I be like, hey man, like it's gonna grow, it'll get there. The right people will listen to it eventually. I always tell people a hit song isn't made, it's marketed. Because you can have the best music in the world. If you don't have the right marketing and you don't put it in the right place or put in the effort to put yourself out there, nobody's gonna see it. How are people gonna know? You get where I'm
Yeah.
coming from? Like
Hmm.
people aren't gonna know. So it's like if you put in that effort, you put in that work to branch out, to brand yourself, to take yourself seriously, to market yourself as an artist or what you do. Because mind you, your name itself is a brand. I want artists to know that. Your
Hmm.
name alone is a brand. I hope you guys know that when you get paid legitimately and you get things in order and you get on a distributor for your music, or if you sign with somebody, don't sign with somebody, either way, you got to know to get your royalties. There's different ways to get different incomes from your sound royalties, all that, your music. There's more than just what people think and then just the little percentage that they think they get from music. If you really know what you're doing, I don't want to get too specific because on the I can't use the proper terms for it right now, but I'm just trying to get at that. You have to do a lot of these things in order for your career to go further than it is because marketing is that. It's not that people don't
Like it.
notice it. Yeah, or yeah, people don't like it. People just have you haven't found your right people, your right crowd, or put it in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
that's what
put
I get.
where it's valued at, right? You know what I'm saying? Like to us, water, we take water for granted every day. You know what I'm saying? Some
Hmm.
people are like don't even got clean water. You know what I'm saying? Even how we complain about sink water, right? There's people that don't even got that. Their water is shit of poison or got stuff in it or parasites. Like there's countries that got all sorts of nasty stuff and you can't even drink the water. Like you'll be surprised, bro. There's certain countries you go, they tell you, hey, don't drink the tap water. Like don't even shower with it. Like it's crazy. Like imagine that. So all I'm trying to say is that let's get to the next questions. Is that my
Hmm.
advice for all the artists is that push yourself. That was the message. Push yourself, put in the effort, the work will come. It's not that you're a bad artist. It's just that you got to push yourself to get that exposure. It might take 5 months, might take 5 years, might take 50. But hey, you know what? Last time I checked, homie, as long as you make it, who cares if you get it later or earlier than other artists? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing I want artists to stop doing. Who cares if you see a young cat at 13 or 12 or 20 or 50 or because I know people that will hate on younger cats or they'll hate on older cats like oh they're too old to be doing it or oh why is he doesn't how come I've been putting in work, bro. It can happen at any moment. Just
Hmm.
keep clapping for the next person. Don't be a hater, and eventually it'll be your turn. Eventually it'll be your turn. I promise you. So let me go ahead and get to these next questions.
Yeah.
So, Victorville has a thriving music scene, but it's not always easy to get noticed. How do you plan to stand out and make a name for yourself in this industry?
Mm, I'll try to be like, which basically I'm trying to be like something like more like an old school type of like rapping. Like not like all the new school thing, which is I know the old school is kind of dying out, but I just have a interest in that like that. So that's how I'm gonna try to do it. And what's it called? I guess since my friend is also rapping too, and we kind of have almost the same rap, kinda, it's gonna be a little bit hard to be more like new, but I'm trying to be something else than that.
So you want to keep it with that original old school sound, but you want to sound different at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. And my next question for you is collaborations can be a great way to gain exposure and build relationships within the industry. Are there any local established artists you'd love to collaborate with and why? And could you give me five?
I would say maybe first it would be Puppet to collaborate with him.
Yeah.
Stretch, me and Creeper like actually make a song and all that. His brother, which his brother is kind of a rapper, but he's not really taking it like that.
You
And
don't feel he's taking it serious and not in a negative
serious,
way. He's just more of a
yeah, not a
hobby.
negative.
More of a
Yeah,
hobby
more
for
like a hobby.
Okay, yeah, and that's not a bad thing. That's why I try to
Hmm.
clarify it as well. How I put it in the words that way. We're not dissing nobody because it's all right with that. I have homies and friends that do the same thing. They'll rap with me. They'll have fun. They'll run in the studio. We'll drop a track or two, but maybe just not their forte. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's
Yeah,
respect.
I would say that's pretty much it. Like, there's not really that many artists over here that like they're well known and that we know like that type. They're probably artists, but they need to get more like that. Which I barely know any artists here because most artists do not get famous over here, which is a sad thing though.
So do you feel like Victorville doesn't get enough credit? Do you feel like
No,
you guys don't get the credit you guys deserve? Because I don't know of many, and mind you, and that's just not because I'm from around there, not because I
yeah,
don't try to be like, oh, you guys aren't known, but just put me up on game because I'm always willing to learn as well. So would you say that there's a lot of talent that people don't know about in Victorville, and you want to be one of those ones to show them that it's there?
yeah, pretty much. That's
Okay,
what I'm trying to
okay.
say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Says so. I'm gonna go ahead and get on with the next question. We have a few. So there we go. There we go. Okay, bam, bam. Man, has to learn. How do you put? Okay, bam. Your music is most like. Okay, so I don't think I've asked this one yet. Your music is likely to reflect your experiences and what you've been through as a teenager.
Yeah,
What message do you want to send through your lyrics?
pretty much. Just I mostly use it because I like every time I rap like that about experiences that I had. It's like a good feeling like and all that and like basically it's hard to explain. I'm sorry, but it's like a way that I feel like I like rapping like what I've been through because it's just a better feeling to actually like rap like that and more like just to stay out of that type of stuff because that's what could really happen.
No, yeah, that's
Hmm.
that's hella dope, bro. Like, so what? Let's talk about that because I don't want to just get straight with these questions because I want to straight up get to what it is. But let's talk about. I want to get a little more image on how you grew up. Like how was
Hmm.
it in your household? What was it like growing up being Leo too slick with it?
Yeah. Nah, but I grew up in like it wasn't a good area, but it wasn't also the worst area they could live in. I always had trouble in the house, like parents that didn't really love each other and always fall and all that. So I was always go out to go try to find peace, to go find a place that I feel good in and all that. So then I found Creeper and all them, and all my old homies that sadly most of them are dead though. So long live all of them.
Yeah.
And they took me in when I was like, what, like 10, maybe 8. Yeah, it was around 8, 9, because I was a very like kid that would like to go out like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I met them like that, and they took me in when I really needed them though.
I want to go ahead before I say what I say next.
Hmm.
Shout out to Alicia Cooper up in here. I see you. And Smokey 830 Smokey HD official says, no jokes, just saying, keep your head up, Leo, no matter what. And shout out to Lil Tank, shout out to Pod Production, Blazing J Stoney, all of Podhead Productions. Much love to them. I see them.
Yeah, I'm
So
making a song with Lil Tank. We have
hey,
one in the making.
hell yeah, we can't wait.
Hmm.
Let's talk about that. What's that song gonna be called? You guys got some ideas in the works? What's the vibe of
Um,
the song?
it's like mostly just I mostly my part was just like talk about experiences and all that, and how like mostly just talk like about experiences in my raps. I don't really talk about all that.
I know
But I
facts.
don't know what
So
Lil Tank's
hey,
gonna do on his.
nah, hey, so go ahead and make sure you guys check out that song and make sure you check out music and more music coming from Leo2slickwithit. Also check out music from Blazing J, Stoney, and Lil Tank and all of Pie Productions. They doing their thing. But what kind of rap? Oh, we spoke about this. Turf says, what type of rap does he do? From my understanding and from the interview from we spoke about, this young gentleman is into old school rap but likes to have his own modern spin on it, like to where that way
Mhm.
he still sounds different like himself, but keeping that old school vibe to it, from my understanding. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes sir, yes sir. And Lil Tank says, your verse is hard, my boy. I got a sick ass verse coming, dog. They ain't ready for us. Yes sir. Hey, y'all gotta
Yes,
get
sir.
that.
Though.
Sir. Okay, now yeah, let's. So your situation at home is what led you into meeting the people you met, so to speak, and it's helped shape who you are really, dog. Because I know it was difficult, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. Growing up in a home to where our parents didn't exactly see eye to eye, and I don't want to make it about anything too personal for me, but there's situations that I still learn and struggle with every day to try to make the best environment for my children, because I'm not perfect, and I'm really learning each day that each day goes by not to be as like how can I say, how my parents were, or like be different. And that's kind of like what I went through as a kid. That's why I don't try to, like, how can I say, give up easily when it comes to my children. Or like, I'll admit, homie, I'm human like the rest of us, and I have my problems like the rest of us, but I can say that I really changed around what I had as a kid for my kids. You know what I'm saying? So with what you had to experience, is that like the main reason why you would always leave home? Like, how was it for you other than that? Can you recall any good times? Like, let's talk about more or less the music side of you, but who you are. And I mean, I know we already asked that, but
Mhm.
like, how did that affect you having to go through all that other than just having to leave the home? Like, what were you going through other than that mentally?
I was like, I was going because I need like people to actually because I my parents were like my mom was always she wasn't the best mother, but she was an okay mother, and I still love her for everything she has done for me. But just like the fighting and all that, I would always just go out because like that would mentally drain me at like what 8 years old, 7 years old. That would just mentally drain me. So I would go out and all that, and I would find them, and they would actually take me in like I was their own, and they would treat me like their own, and it wasn't no they didn't want me to do anything for them. All they just wanted to do is help me, and I
That's
appreciate that
real,
still.
bro. That's real, bro. And I only ask all that because I try to get that perspective for somebody that had to go through that as a kid. And this isn't to bash parents now. Salute to our
Mm.
parents for everything they have tried to do, if they did or didn't. Because some people's parents don't, and it's way worse. That's why I try not to pity myself, more just make the better uh of the situation. In lesser words. Oh, are you still on camera, or what had happened? Let me see. I think the phone had died. Terp said, like gangster rap, I mean, or like lyrical rap. Actually, I didn't get to ask that specifically. From my understanding, he makes a little bit of like about his life. Kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily gangster rap, because I'm not too sure exactly that's what he said, but I know he has like types of different songs. But I'm gonna wait for him to get back up in here. I'm guessing, or maybe his phone died. That's the only thing I could think of because his screen went black.
Right.
Oh no, there we go, there we go, there we go. Were you getting a phone call?
All right. Wait, can you hear me?
You're good. You were getting
Can
a
you hear me?
phone call, or what happened?
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? I think my
Yeah, I
thing's.
can hear you. Can you hear
Wait,
me?
am I able to rejoin?
Yeah,
Can
you're
you nod
good.
if
Why you can't?
I could rejoin?
Yeah, yeah. Get off and
Oh
come
wait, wait.
back
I
on
mean,
if you.
oh yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it now.
You can hear
All
me
right.
now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened.
Okay,
My
bet,
thing
bet.
started doing that. All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, got it.
Now you, now you Gucci, you Gucci, and Terps asked, and shout to him again. By the way, he says, so does Leo2slick with it do like gangster rap or like lyrical rap, or what would you say specifically, more or less? Like I know you said old school, but like what would you consider your rap?
Like gangster and old. I would say with a side of gangster and old school type of thing. Mostly that.
Okay, okay, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lil Tank says, chase your dreams. That said, don't let nothing get in your way. We out here spitting flows, having fun for real. Hey, that's what it is.
Bros.
And you know what? I want to go ahead and say for all the people out there that are going through it or having situations of whatever it may be, I gotta give a big salute to people like you guys and Lil Tank real quick. Now that he's in the chat and Stony and Blazing J and all them, because you know what? They've been going through a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much because without saying whatever, but they've been doing big things. So let's talk on that. But what I'm getting at, that's my point. I gotta salute them because a lot of people going through with what they're going through, which isn't super crazy, but it ain't easy, homie, when you really got a lot of weight on your shoulders and there's a lot going on in California, homie. It ain't cheap, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Life's crazy, dog, you know. So I salute him for still making shit happen, him and his team, bro, in the situation they're in. Because there's fools that will give up. There's fools that will give up because that's why I respect them, and I can see it in you that you're those type of people that don't give up. So my boy, like he said, you're right. Chase your dreams. That's why I mentioned that because you know what? We're slowly every day doing bigger and better things. But my whole thing is they really showed me, even though a lot of the times I've known this growing up, but until you really get to see it, like they're one group of people I could say they've had things happen to them and they get right back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts, dog. That's facts, homie. So exactly like that. You guys got a lot of heart in lesser words. What I'm trying to get at, you
Yeah.
know. So salute, doing y'all things, man. Hold on, I got some more questions for y'all.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So right here, question number 8. Let me see. Let me see. What the issue? Are there any local? No, I feel like I already did that. Let me see. Okay, as a transition from managing 760 Creeper to focusing on your own music, what is one of your short-term goals for yourself, and what is one long-term goals for yourself in your rap career?
I would say maybe like short term is like hmm. For short term, I don't really have a short term thing, but long term is just uh try to make the best like music I can and try to make a living and help out the people that that were there for me and all that. Cause I haven't really gone up or anything like that, so I haven't really been able to pay back the people that like were there for me and all that. And I also want to help them out because they also helped me out when I was a kid, or even to now, even real friends right now too.
No, so like your friends and your support system that you have like are like your big motivation, you know, and it's always
Yeah.
gonna be for all artists. But I know it means a lot more like when you said when you felt like your home dynamic wasn't that, you know, when we feel like
Hmm.
we didn't have that, bro. So, you know, it's good that you found that, you know, because not many people, sadly, unfortunately, they don't, you know, And I want to let you know how fortunate you are to have those type of people around you. And I tell myself all the time how fortunate I have the people I have, because we don't notice that sometimes. So artists out there, if you have great people behind you, pushing you, showing love, not wanting nothing from you but to be your best self, cherish them, respect them. Sometimes you guys may not always agree, but always hear them out. Always have love for those people and agree to disagree. Never blow things out of proportion or lose people that really had your back over things that don't matter, whether it's fame, whether it's likes, whether it's connections. There's none of that worth losing the people that really had you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing worth, you know what I'm saying? So my next question, before we go ahead and we just ask simple like, hey, what's going on? We have 40 minutes anyway. Um, I want to ask, what can supporters expect from your upcoming music? And how do you plan to engage with them to build a loyal following?
I would say probably go on all platforms. I'll say that would be the first thing. Going on all platforms. Because I'm not on all platforms yet.
Like social media wise.
Yeah, and your camera turned
Oh,
off.
shit. But you can still hear me though.
Yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, you good.
Okay, then I'll just keep it like that because I
All
don't
right.
want it mid interview. It's going to make me probably restart it. Let me see. No,
Oh,
never
you're
mind.
back
There we
on.
go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. It says Colby Barnes says, "Yeah, bro, the star cares not about him, but about others." Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's mostly what I just do it for.
yep, NSHS, and salute to you for that. And especially at your age, bro. Like I really like how you have the heart you have, and hit me up after this. Like real talk, like off camera, hit me up, bro, because at your age, not a lot of people think like that. They're selfish, and
Mm-hmm.
mind you, they're young. We're all learning. I'm not acting like I
Yeah.
wasn't. I'm not like I'm super all like 60, 70 years old now. Like I'm all super triple OG, but I'm 25, so I'm older than I was back then. When I was like 13, 14, 15. I always had a good heart. Thank God. Thank God. Like I was always one not to be grimy. Like, I wasn't the most perfect person, but I wasn't grimy. That's all that matters. So I
Yeah.
can see that you actually have the best interest for people, who care about people, and you're not a shiesty person.
Yeah, because I always been helped around like a kid. I always been, my friends were always like helping me and all that, and I always had like people that were always like like helping me and all that. So I would feel wrong to do that type of stuff because I always been like that. So of course I want to do something back for the people that were doing something to me. Anybody from when I was a kid to now, basically. I'm not really the type to be greedy and all that. I'm not really looking for that type of stuff at all.
And that's good. Keep it like that, bro.
Mhm.
But also beware. A lot of people are going to try to take advantage of that. So know when
Yeah,
and don't feel bad when you ever have to just cut some people loose. And another thing, I'm not saying that's why I meant my earlier believe in your people, getting the benefit of the doubt. But here's another piece of advice: know when to give people the benefit of the doubt and when to just get rid of them. You
yeah.
know, some people are more effective if it's somebody close to you, and somebody you just met. Man, sometimes the best is just get that. And your boy said, "Hey, Leo, the homie Chuko up in here, Leo." And then
Oh,
Snoozer Lose One says, "That's right." Shout to Snoozer Lose One.
that's right.
Now, yeah, man. So, let's go and talk about. So, you said you have some songs. Do you have songs out already, like that we can listen to?
Yeah, yeah.
Where will we be able to find them, and what are they called?
First it was trying to catch one featuring Mac 2 Grammy on Spotify. I mean, not Spotify, SoundCloud. And my SoundCloud is basically my stage name.
So on SoundCloud and where else?
YouTube also. Yeah, YouTube the same thing as my stage name. I have that
Okay,
one
YouTube
too.
and SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
So, what are some of the names you said? Give us some of the names of the track, boss, so we can tell
Um,
people to book.
one of was trying to catch one with Mac to Grammy. Another one was Life Story, which was just basically like a life story. Basically, I mostly just talk about like real stuff. I'm not like the type to just lie about it. So when I speak it without a script. I just speak it out my heart, basically out my chest.
Okay. Hey, respect to that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Respect to that. And I want to say out here to all the people, express yourself. I always say express yourself and however you need to express yourself through music. But you can't knock it, and it is more honorable when you do live it. And I'm not just talking about live it negatively or these cats that try to encourage like, oh, I'm like that. I live like I'm spinning blocks. Hey, salute even if people are. But I mean, live it like even if you're just talking about your life, like there's no need to lie, there's no need to front for all the people out there, because I promise you, music is not worth your life. Music is not worth you getting into things you don't need to get into just because you want to be popular talking about something crazy. I
Mm-hmm.
actually feel like being about what you rap could just even be about like, I wouldn't lie about like in some of my raps going through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Yeah.
hype up like, man, I was poor when I was over there in Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I was, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, for example,
Yeah.
like there's cats like that I know that be like, mama was never there, and then you go look at their picture, then fools are over there and they're going to private schools, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, pretty much that.
so like stuff like that, bro. There's these other dudes that just front. So I feel you. But what do you what do you want to do? Okay, let's put up this scenario. I know you said earlier local, but who are some of your favorite artists, like all time? They could be mainstream, wherever. Give me 5 of them, and then give me 5 more other artists you would do a feature with.
Five of my favorite artists are
And
first.
like I said that all like that could be the same artist, but if you want, you can say
Add
more
some.
artists that you would want
I'll
to
say
put in.
more. Okay. I would say first. I would say Puppet because I just like his music way more than some other ones. Second would be Stretches, Little Stretch, and then third would be Creepers music. Fourth would probably have to be I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. What's it called? He's not a very well known artist. FRGG grimy or something like that, which I feel like that's my type of vibe of the music, so I always listen to him. And then a fifth one would probably be uh I would probably say Code Gunna. Also, I also like some. I don't like the new school, but I like at least a little bit of it. Like not a lot of what they do.
Okay, so my question is, so like, no offense to the local artists,
Hmm.
shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. But go ahead and give me like 5 mainstream artists you would, if you had the chance, like super famous, and not that it's about fame now, because we don't do it for
Hmm.
the fame. I'm just saying like somewhere in this world, because you know, manifestation's real. What would you do? You had the chance, like, hey, bro, you could get 5 any big time artists right now. Who would it be? Is more or less what I meant.
I would probably have to say um I would have to say first it would be Kendrick Lamar. I would want to feature with him. Like if I was able to, which I hope. I mean, I'm not giving up on on my dreams and all that. So hopefully it does happen. But I know that's a big standard, big
Hey,
standard,
if crazy,
a big
scary,
one.
spooky, hilarious
Goofy,
can happen
hilarious.
on me, then you got a chance
Hmm.
on me. Salute. Hey, I want to
Hmm.
go ahead and say, shout Thug
And
City Media. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them on YouTube. Follow them on Instagram. One of the dopest, other than us and our partnerships, platforms out there. That I would love for you guys to go check them out. Like, be a society. I'm not even trying to be like fake or all for the camera. Like, check them out for real. Like, I was trying to shout out to give it that theatric effect, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying, and show them mad love. But on a serious note, though, jokes aside, tap in with them for real. You know what I'm saying? Really, really show them a lot of love. Uh, Shouts Cali Hood Media, Wonderground TV, Pie Productions, Spill Records, Sip With Us, Full Events, Funavision Channel. Who else? Who else? Y'all seen the last post. Everybody in my last post, shout to y'all. But give me like four more other than Kendrick
All
Lamar.
right.
Who how would you go about that?
Problem Lagoon.
Okay, so Problem
Hmm.
Lagoon. I'm familiar with
And
Problem Lagoon. He's out of
mhm,
Bassett. I'm familiar.
I would have to say after that would be hmm. I would have to say what's it called, Cole Gunner. Which he's not that famous, but he's a very good famous one. And then Westside Loke. I don't know if you heard of him before. Westside Loke.
I don't know who Westside Loke is.
He's a like more
Shout to Westside
Chicano type
Loke
of
though.
rapper.
Huh?
He's more like a Chicano rapper, like Chicano, all that.
No,
More into
shout to
that.
him
But
too.
mhm.
Shout to him too. Either way, so I hope y'all go show all those artists some love. But Cole Gunner, I know like I haven't listened to him yet. I haven't got the chance, but I've been seeing him everywhere.
Pretty much he's everywhere. Which he's doing it, and yeah, that's pretty good though.
Okay, so yeah, one more, which what I counted, that
Uh,
was about four. Who would
I
it
would
be in
have
the
to.
rap game? Like right now, it could be anybody, bro. It could be alive. It could be they passed away. Who would it be?
I would have to say an 949 Creeper. It's a different Creeper, but it's another one that's way more famous. Like he's actually doing pretty good. So I would say with 949 Creeper, I would like to also maybe one day also work with him.
Where's he from? Like
Costa
not
Mesa.
not gangs, by the way, but
Yeah,
citywide.
Costa Mesa.
Okay, best shout out to Costa Mesa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Uh, I want to let's because we're rounding it up to an hour. I want to finish out with that last question. That's more or less what I had, but I just put it into my own words. I don't want to grab the phone. And
Yeah.
let's talk about some of the people you want to shout out. I always try to end it off with things you want to talk about. If I miss anything you want to share, like, hey, I would like to talk about this, shout this out. I got this up coming up, whether it's a show, whether it's a project, whether it's clothes. Don't say it could be anything. You could be coming out with the art project. Let us know. So I want to go ahead and give you that opportunity. I want to thank you. Shout to your peoples. And you, if you can, all my peoples that are in here, go follow him, check him out, and support him. He's up and coming. You know what I'm saying? He's been showing love to his peoples. Now it's time for him to shine in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? It's here.
And I would like to thank you, first of all, thank you very much, and your team and all that, and for all the work that you guys did to make this happen, and all that. Because I saw when you sent me that at 2 a.m., I was like, the dedication of that. I'm like, I was like, the dedication of that. I would like to thank you and thank your team first of all.
No, thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you should tap in with Thug City Media. He's over there holding it down. He's out there in Mexico, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Solid people, showing me love, nothing from the jump when we got associated over line and over online. And he's actually contributed to a lot of, I'm gonna be real, support. You know what I'm saying? Platforms like him and our partnerships and people that have shown love. So if I were you, tap in with them. Tap in with Canada
All
Media,
right.
all the people underground TV. Always got some real ones around.
I
So
also like to
sip,
thank. Oh, my
huh?
bad. Sorry, my bad. You could keep on going.
Now you good, and also sip with
All
us.
right.
Don't forget about sip with us.
I would also like to thank what's it called? Some friends that I had that helped me like get through like this, like my homie Creeper, the other homies that aren't here no more, and Puppet. I like to thank you, Puppet, a lot. That dude always motivation, always always looking out for me and all that. I would like to give him a shout out too, and 830 Smokey, a big shout out to him. He a good friend and all that. They're all good friends, and pretty much yeah, a shout out to all them basically.
Hell yeah. I want to say salute to your people. And again, my apologies for the people you lost, and may they long live
Thank
forever.
you.
And like I told Kobe Barnes in here, uh, salute to his girlfriend as well.
Mm-hmm.
uh, this interview because from what he told me, she committed suicide. This interview is in honor of her and in honor of your friends that passed away and in honor of all the real ones that we've lost. So salute to everybody, and make sure you guys show some love. Thank you guys. Tap in with everybody. We running it up,
Yeah.
and really just come together, because that's how it really starts, man. If we don't support each other, who will? We always talk about, oh, the younger generation this, the younger generation that. Well, hey, we got to be better as the older generations, and we got to help them out. We got to show them love, help guide them, and not gatekeep and not hate on them, and show them the right way and put them in position to win and not position to fail. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing what you got to do, bro, and do it for them. Excuse me. If you got anything else to shout
Mm-hmm.
out, go ahead. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Oh wait, yeah. What happened? You lagged out for a second. Yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
yeah, go if you want. No, I'm sorry. You go ahead and you can shout out everybody
Oh,
that you
you good.
need to left. Go ahead,
All
continue it
right.
on. We're gonna wrap it up. Like, not trying to rush you or nothing. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
no,
you that
yeah.
way you have the opportunity. That way I don't end it and you be like, dang, I didn't get to say this. Like, I want you to have
Yeah.
full opportunity to say anything you got coming up, what you got going on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to give out, for people to go check out Puppet, to go check out his music, Puppet 32 on all platforms. Check out 830 Smokey on all platforms too. Check out 760 Creeper on all platforms too. And pretty much that's mostly it. Check all them out. They're good friends and all that. They always been with me like that, so check them out on all platforms.
Hey, y'all heard it.
And
Tap
shout
in
out
with
to
them.
these guys. Shout out to you and shout out to your team that people go and check you out and all that. Check out your music and all that. You're a growing artist to check you out too.
Now, thank you, bro. Thank you. And I want you guys to really show them some love and his team some love. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? Leo2slickwithit, manager, engineer, you know what I'm saying, music artist. He coming up. So triple threat. Y'all heard it. You guys better be ready. I'm keeping it a buck. And when you at their age and you working on it now, telling y'all they working. So all y'all that's slacking around and chilling and nozzing it and posting up and drinking and doing all the extras, and you out there popping these pills and doing this and that, they're working. You know what I'm saying? They're working. While you guys are sipping lean, playing around, twiddling your thumbs, they're working. You know what I'm saying? They're working. And I'm not dissing, you know what I'm saying? To your own leisure. I'm not perfect. I'm just saying that that's one thing I've learned slowly. That, man, while I'm doing this and I'm doing this and that, people are working. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They're working. They're not messing around. So keep pushing. I promise you, you're gonna go. You need to go, bro. You deserve it. Do it for your peoples. I want to salute you and everybody you got with you. Thank you for coming on the SR broadcast, Super Righteous
Thank you very much
broadcast.
for having me.
Shout out all the co-hosts. Shout out everybody else, the supporters. Thank all you guys. Run it up. And after this on Cali Hood Media at 9 p.m. West Coast time, go ahead and check it out. That's 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Uh, check it out. We're gonna run it up, and we're gonna have yours truly. You know what I'm saying? So a real artist out of Mexico, and we have Thug City Media on there as well. Shout out to him and his boy. Give me 1 second, actually, before I go.
Hmm.
I just don't want to say it wrong. That's actually why. So here we go, boss. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Saint Peso, and he's gonna be doing a live interview on Cali Hood Media. I was just making sure I was saying that correctly, because there's plenty of artists, but everybody's unique. So I wanted to get it right. I wanted to get it correct. Check that out after on Cali Hood Media. But for me, go check out Puppet's interview on SR Broadcast. After this, everybody share this interview, show love, follow him on Instagram for Leo2slickwithit and all his people he shouted out. And if you already haven't, thank you. And if you have, thank you again. Stay blessed. You're one tap in, you need a part two, boss. You let me know. I got you any
All
day.
right.
You and the people
Thank
tell them
you.
tap in. Thank you,
All
bro.
right. Thank you very much for having me.
You have a blessed night. You too.
You too. Thank you.
You too, boss.